All right, I am sitting here at this flip. I have got some breaking news for you.
Dad, emergency.
What do you mean emergency? Oh no. Hey, you messing with me?
Yep. What's up, my dad?
What's up, my dog? Okay, update. This one we're gonna be talking about, we're getting ready to list this thing. It's only been a little over 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and we are almost done. You're gonna get a full tour of this. You guys are gonna be amazed and wowed. It's the most amazing thing I've ever seen. But we ran into some issues, and my daughter's hungry. So today in this video, I've actually contacted the local agent here who sells more houses than anybody, and she sold the house around the corner that I keep talking about, the 280 house. She sold that one, and actually, breaking news, you won't believe actually what she sold it for, more than what I talked about, but that's a crazy story in itself. So I'm gonna tell you why I contacted her, what she said, and that's gonna help us out here. And that's gonna help you guys. That's gonna help you guys out with your flipping. 2, we gotta figure out this driveway issue. We kind of settled on, oh, it's not a big deal, we'll just leave it. I think it is a big deal, maybe it's not. And number 3, we gotta figure out what to do with the pathway. And lastly, I'm gonna be telling you exactly when we're done with this. So this is an incredible day. I think as for a lot of my videos documenting a house flipping business from the ground up, you're gonna see a lot of somebody who's newer, but kind of figuring things out. And so you're gonna really have a good understanding of when you run to some major speed bumps, and when you go to sell, which I'm learning, that's actually one of the hardest things about flipping is what price to put it at, all of those things, staging. So that's gonna be what we're talking about in this video as well. I can't wait to show you guys. What's up, rookie house flippers? Jackson Wilkie with the Ground Up House Flipping channel. So I love being able to take my kiddos with me, and the family. There's nothing better. Definitely peps up the old spirits. But I realize I haven't really given you an update. I'm gonna get you inside that house. Remarkable. Plus some of that breaking news with the new real estate agent. I'm actually gonna show you exactly what I'm talking about. It's just really gonna help you guys with deciphering, when you go through these things with a flip, kind of the different avenues you can take to arm yourself with the ammunition to get these projects done. That's kind of one thing I'm learning. And then I'm actually going to talk about that, but real quick, I'm blabbing. I just love being transparent with you guys and being able to kind of almost vent, in a way. But I wanted to do an updated video on my second flip ever, right? So this is the one that we listed, and actually last time we went through and we talked about how we were going to do some price reductions, clean some things up, and that's what we did. We reduced the price, and whammo, man, we had showing after showing, and it sold. So there's ways to think about this, and I am so new at this, but once we got that price right there to that 170, it really went quick, and we had multiple interested buyers. So I think that's kind of right where we needed to be, and you need to test the market. There's days on market. There's all those factors of, the buyer pool that needs loans. So anyways, we end up getting this offer accepted. So I'm jacked up. But then you always go through that okay, there's an inspection. Is there going to be a lot of things wrong? Is the price going to come down even more? On my first flip, they found out about the uneven foundation in there. And the first quote was $38,000. And so we ended up having to reduce the price and all that. So anyways, we get the inspection back, right? So offer accepted, and we get the inspection back, and really there's a few things that just kind of tick me off in a sense of why didn't we have this done in the first place? And it's me mainly, I should have went and looked. Major lessons learned to go through these flips and really blue tape them instead of rushing to just get it listed, right? So anyways, this is kind of a screenshot of all the things that it talked about, right? And to boil it down, this will make it easier. I wanted to make this easier on you guys. Here's basically the 9 items that they had on there. And once I saw this, you want to talk about instant relief. It was do this stuff and we're good, right? Water heater missing drain pan. So I talked to my contractor about this. I handed him this list. He's like, cool, we'll get it knocked out, no problem. And he goes, hey, the water pan, actually, if you guys remember, we put the water heater outside. So he's like, dude, you don't ever put water pans or, drain pans when it's an outside installation. If it leaks, it's just going to go outside. So I was like, okay, cool. Missing exhaust vent, but they went right over, fixed that. Water heater not working, boom. It was, a breaker, something was off, but got it working. Hot water. Insufficient sealant in the sink, in the shower, and the guest. Little bit of caulk done. The ducts not blowing air through the vents of the master bedroom, and the air vent not turning on in the master bathroom. So those were things that you know, he's actually going tomorrow morning to go look at. And then receptacle not properly covered. Those were those simple, like literally a plug-in plate, you know, a wall plate. So he already did that. Windows not properly sealed, so they just wanted them caulked, which is kind of crazy, you know. But I love it. Perfect. Boom. We already caulked those. Corroded gas line fitting observed at the furnace in the attic. And so I talked to my contractor about that, and he had his, you know, AC guy go up there and look. He's like, dude, this is just, you know, steel pipe up here. It's the actual fitting that's a little bit corroded. He says totally normal. We can change it out if they like absolutely want us to, but you know, this is not, you know, anything that's like alarming. It's very, very typical. And so they were actually cool with it. They agreed. And then receptacle not working corner of the kitchen was the GFCI. So I was like, this is like, I could have done all this myself type of simple. So I am super jacked up about that one. And we're looking to close that one here in the next, you know, 2.5 weeks. So I'm going to have one more hard money payment coming out the beginning of July. And then, you know, the 2 weeks of July that I got. So I'll have an updated, I was going to do it on this video, like tell you exactly how much we'll make, but I'm actually getting a payoff sheet on that. It's not going to be massive, but the good news is I got a master's degree. You're going to hear me say all the time. I got a master's degree on that flip. That one taught me a lot, and we're still going to walk away making some money. So that's good. The other thing is I put about $13,000 or $14,000 down on that one. So I leveraged hard money, and because of the ratio, if you guys are not familiar with what I'm talking about, or 70% LTV, 75% LTV, I've got other videos that I break that down in depth. But with the purchase price and the rehab price, I had to put about 14K down. So I'm going to get all that back. That's some good capital. And then I'm going to make a little bit on top of that. I don't know how much yet, but it's looking like maybe $5,000 to $10,000. I know it's a big swing, but I can't remember a few things, but upwards of about 10 grand a piece maybe for my contractor and me. We split them. We split the profits after all done. That's our business model. A lot of people have been asking me about that, and basically we've got a great relationship. It goes beyond just like worker client, you know, do stuff in the, you know, community together type of thing. And so he gives me his best bang for the buck budget, and it's a budget that I'm cool with it. That's good. And once we get the whole entire job done and I pay him withdrawals, that whatever this, you know, the budget is, let's say it's 65,000, he gets that after every single expense. I'm talking water bill, electric, the appraisals I got to get, the monthly payments, every single penny that goes into it. After it's all said and done, then we split those profits in half after that. So that's how I get a little bit more of a, you know, and the crazy thing is I've seen cheaper budgets from contractors before, a little bit more than my contractor. But the other aspect of that is that, like, this is what I love about it when I look at the inspection and there's like some caulking and a couple outlet covers. Yes, we probably should have caught that beforehand, but like major stuff, no problem with it. And if you saw my first flip, absolutely gorgeous, 3,000 square foot house, and he did it in 4 weeks. Unbelievable. Now the flip that we were about to go look in right now has been about 3 weeks, and by this weekend, he's putting countertops on, the final touches, and we're listing that. So we're getting these things done just whammo fast, if that's even a word. And that's just the business model that we have is, and I think that's, so think about that in a sense too, guys, is like, and hey, this is my channel. This is the way I get to kind of express why I'm going down the path I'm going. And I know it's not the way that some people would do it, but when he has a vested interest of like, hey, I'm getting half the profit after everything's said and done. Look at what it's doing, you know, with the time frame. 4-week turnarounds on 3,000 square foot house where you literally gutted it to the studs. This house is, you know, almost, it's 1,600 square feet, and within 3 weeks we're getting ready to list this thing. And that one had 300 studs that had gotten eaten by termites. So I mean, and 15 loads of garbage with a giant dump trailer to the dump. So he's getting these things done ASAP because he's got that vested interest. And so it's working out for us. So that is where I'm at. Honeycut's gonna, you know, my first or second flip now is gonna be closing. We're gonna be listing this one, which is my fourth flip, but we're gonna be listing it probably within the next, you know, week and a half or so. I've got a crazy update story too. Hard Money Joe, as you guys know on this channel, is my main man. He's got a crazy deal that he found for us, where there's some people in jail that we got to get signatures from, and some people passed away. But it might be what's called a wholesale, so it's actually in good enough condition, and we're getting it so cheap that we can just get it, put it on the market, sell it and take the spread. We're gonna document the whole thing so that you would know how to do the exact same thing. We're gonna go look at that here in a week. But hey, if you guys are enjoying the freaking ground up house flipping channel, I'm having so much fun doing this. Now I know I got a little emotional a few times because I had some panic attacks, and I'm like, once you realize, oh my God, I'm documenting my entire business to the whole world, all the mistakes and everything, it can be a lot of pressure, but I'm back. I'm just having fun. I'm helping so many of you that it just feels amazing. So really the only thing I ask from you guys is if you would just hit the like button and keep commenting down below. You guys fired off the comments last time, all the questions, and I freaking love that. So I'm reading all of them, I'm replying to all of them, and I actually want to do a video answering a lot of those questions. So if you guys could do that, that really helps me out. Another important notice is that we kind of started that ground up academy and it blew up. I had like 150 people reach out, and I'm like, I don't even know how to manage this. So I just want to be blatantly honest. It got way bigger than I thought. I thought maybe 4 or 5 people would reach out and we could do some calling and try and find some more deals, but it exploded. So I've actually talked to Money Mike. He's the cold caller. He's been finding us deals left and right, and Hard Money about building a training. They may do it in the future, but right now we kind of had to take a step back and just focus on, I need to focus on this house flipping and just kind of real estate investing. So that's where I'm at with my business. And I know you guys want to get inside and see the updates and then everything that I've learned. So without further ado, let's head into this flip. Got my special camera person with me today. Not only do we got the money dog, who's the money dog back there?
Daisy.
That's right, and this is her true nickname. We got the wit dog. That's my homie.
Beans.
And we found an estate sale, y'all. We're about to go in and check out the flip, but we found it at a estate sale.
We got
Man, ultimate score. We got a 4. You guys ever seen a 4-way light bright? Remember the light brights as a kid? This is a 4-way.
walkie-talkies.
And then we got a two sets of really nice walkie-talkies.
Beans.
And then my wit dog used her magic. She's such a good person, and they gave her the free beans and a free baby garden gnome.
They were
Garden angel.
These were supposed to be $5, but this really nice lady, she gave them to me for free.
Because you're the best, wit dog. Let's go check it out. No, hey, money dog, stand. But we got the car on. All right, so we haven't been here in a while. Issue number 1, and that's what we're gonna talk about today, driveway. This is an eyesore, but I've noticed that almost all the driveways around here are the same. And I was gonna meet the real estate agent here. What I did is that house that sold for $280,000, which is crazy numbers. I talked to her and she's like, oh honey, I list everything here. I own this market, been here 32 years. I know exactly what it takes to sell, and found out actually that house sold for more than $280,000, but it didn't appraise. But she's gonna come and look, but she's sick today and she's gonna let me know more about, what to do with the driveway, leave it, whatever. All right, so this is the house we're coming up on, and that's the money dog, huh? So found out, like I mentioned, it sold more than $280,000, but it didn't appraise, which is such good news for us. But just looking at the driveway too, look at it, it's all cracked, and I mean, it's kind of hard to see, but it's broke right off the garage and leaning. It's just like ours. So I don't know what she's gonna say, but that gives me a little bit more. But they do have a detached garage. It's really nice. And again, this road up here is gnarly too, but hey, there's some nice freaking houses around here cleaning up. So maybe since we got a good agent, we'll see. We're gonna sell this bad boy and make a killing. Let's go, wit dog. So that leads me to number 2, is maybe the driveway, because it was like $9,000, $10,000 to do it, and that just eats you alive. But right here, this, I don't know if you can see it. Watch out, wit dog, stand back a little bit, baby. It leans really, really bad down. So it looks bad, and it busted apart here. So what we're gonna do is frame a wooden deck that comes off the house. That's what was here, but we tore it off because it was old rotten. So we'll build a nice little wooden deck that comes and covers all that concrete. So to right here, to this line, and around will be a nice, really nice wooden deck. We'll trim up these bushes. They've already cleaned all everything. It looks amazing here. Painted the trim white and everything, the fascia. We're gonna put like a rope swing really nice here for the pictures. And check out the fence. I just walked, I haven't seen any of this, guys. Garage is immaculate. Looks so much bigger, and they cleaned all the grass and everything along here, and they straighten that fence, and then we're gonna fix the gate, have new boards on the gate, and then what we're gonna do is they're coming over to power wash this whole thing and make it look brand new. So That's gonna look a lot nicer. And I told them brand new pickets on the gate, so at least the front facing gate looks really, really good from the road. So the main issue is gonna be basically, you know, the driveway here. But if I feel personally, if we cover basically all that up, so go up and touch the house almost and wrap around so none of this is exposed, it's just a really nice wooden deck, that it's gonna look amazing. So, hey, Wit Dog, make sure you don't touch the paint and stuff. You're the best. Oh, it looks so amazing. It's painted. This turned out amazing. And last time we were here, none of those lights were in, but now we've got the can lights. We're painted, so those will go on. And what you don't know too is underneath the paper, we've got flooring. So last time we were here, I was gonna try and find some. Last time we were here, well, let me see if I can peel some up. Maybe right here. Hey. Oh, there we go. Turns out, yes, see. Oh, that's beautiful. I like it. Wit Dog, you give it a shake too. Come on, come on, come on, come on. That looks good. Okay, so that dark floor, that's that LPL.
So is that how it's gonna look?
Yes, that's the flooring. Yeah, no touch. So he's saying, yeah, obviously now all our cabinet doors are painted. These are going on, and the flooring's done, and the carpet. That's how fast they're working. We were here just literally 1 week ago.
They were fast at working.
Fast, and now we got beautiful carpet in here. And check it out, homies. I didn't even know this. Hopefully I can turn. Oh yeah. Oh, 4 can lights, because we were in here like, I hope that's not the only light. And he's like, no, I got you. 2 air returns, gonna be ice cold in here. Got the fan. Beautiful. So impressed with how fast they did this and how good it looks. So the other part about this is I just wanted to check out back. They've already started cleaning everything up. We got the deck. This is painted. Our big thing too is we're probably gonna have to pay to get this knocked down the neighbor's side here, just so it looks good. Again, that's why I can't wait to talk to the agent, because she has been here 30 years. She knows it like the back of her hand, and see if that's what buyers really want with the extra costs and everything. But they've knocked all the weeds down back here. I mean, it's just a nasty grass, but over time, seeding, fertilizing, you know, you have it back. But definitely, man, if you can remember, in fact, hey editor, why don't you snap a picture or some B-roll of what this used to look like, completely overgrown. And I want to say this this whole entire project here has been double-digit trailer loads of trash. Like we just cut, and then almost 300 studs to you know, repair all the termite damage in here. But right now, I'd have to do the math on the date, but I think we're 3 weeks in on this one maybe, and it's basically going to be done. So they're putting the cabinet doors on, all the flooring's done, all the carpet's done, and I believe all the showers and everything, it's all just, oh, and the doors, they're hanging the doors, they already have them. In fact, there's a couple back there. Let's not touch nothing with it. Electrical outlets are getting just finished, you know, just small stuff. Look at that shower. That was done last time. But so they're doing all the lighting fixtures, finishing just, you know, putting all the outlet covers and everything on. Small little electrical details. Hey, Whitley, come here. You want to hear something funny? We got to go around that. So when I bought this house, I came into this room with.
Oh, it had the raccoon holes?
Yes, this whole ceiling fell because the raccoons fell through the ceiling and fell on the floor here. I know, you're an animal lover, but we can't have them in the house, Wit Dog.
I hope raccoons don't go through that.
They're done, hopefully. Okay, this is amazing.
Whoa.
So the texture and everything looks just awesome. You got your magic beans with you there, Wit Dog?
I got some bits.
Super pumped about this. It's looking good. I can feel the walkway here sloped pretty bad. So I'm really, really hoping that we can frame this up, this wooden porch right here, and it's gonna look good. Trim these bushes up. We're gonna do 4 or 5 yards of mulch this time, and mulch everything. And we're gonna stage it. We have the very first flip we did. If you guys haven't been following me, by the way, I've been documenting this entire house flipping process from the very beginning. So this is my 4th flip. Start at the beginning. I've actually enjoyed the comments and the emails from you guys of like, oh my gosh, I started at the beginning. I've only got 4 episodes left. This is literally the greatest thing that's ever been put on YouTube. So for you newbies, I've documented the entire process. Yeah, that's another raccoon hole, but don't worry, they'll patch that, no problem. And the very first one we did, if I can remember what I was talking about there, oh yeah, we staged with just a lot of our own furniture. Again, that's why we got into flipping. My wife has that eye for design. She's just amazing with it. And even the personal houses that we've ever sold, the number one thing that the agent and the clients always say is, oh man, who did your staging? And she always says, no, this is just our stuff. and we declutter. So she's been great at that. So we're gonna, for this one, probably just use a lot of our own staging, our own furniture and stuff. So my contractor just brings his trailer and loads everything that we want. We have a bunch of extra stuff. Kind of annoys me to do that. I really want to just find a good staging company, but she does have great stuff and it works, and she's already kind of mapped it out where she wants it in here. So for this one, we're gonna make sure that this thing absolutely pops on the pictures. The last house, which is under contract, Honeycut, if you guys have been following me, again, we're gonna make some money on that one, but you know, it sat a little longer than we wanted, and we kind of just like rushed to get it out there. So this time we're gonna do it right. But I think our biggest issue, and what I keep talking to everybody and they see, even I sent Hard Money Joe out here and he's like, man, you gonna fix that driveway? Anybody I talk to, he's like, you gonna fix that driveway? And I'm like, dude, yeah, I wanted to, but $10,000, I'm like, man, that just destroys you. So it might be something we have to do, or what I'm thinking is maybe, you know, it looks like some patch jobs here or whatever, but God, I don't even know. I looked into like concrete leveling, but it's such a mess. I don't think they'd be able to do that. And then I was watching a bunch of YouTube videos where they have driveways like this, and they actually take concrete and they go over the top of it and make it all smooth and new. So I don't know if that's an option. I was gonna talk to my contractor, but he's not here. Did you find some tile, wet dog? Go put that in that garbage can, would you, hon? You can keep that volleyball too, I think. That's a nice one. I don't know, guys. What have you guys ever done if you've flipped before with driveways like this? I don't want to eat 10, 12 grand, but if it also helps us to sell immediately, I'm going to know a lot more. In fact, in this video, I'm sure I'm going to, before I release it, talk to her and really get some insight. Dang, you finding money? That could pay for our concrete whip. So it is a Thursday. I would imagine by about this weekend-ish, things are gonna be done, because the other thing that we gotta do is countertops. He said they're already ordered. They're coming in, I think, tomorrow. So, you know, some drywall patching in the garage, not a big issue, but can get there. Hanging doors, hanging cabinet doors. They're finishing the electrical and then putting on the countertops. So he said about this weekend we should be done. Watch out, don't hit that whip. I know, there's raccoon holes everywhere. So pumped with the way this looked. I think this is gonna turn out amazing. My other favorite part of this house, and if you're not from Texas, it's almost July, so it's hotter than hell. Look at these trees. You have no idea how pretty that is in person. They're the coolest trees ever, and the shade that they cast, I'm telling you right now, is a godsend. Just so pretty. So I do know with a completely remodeled house, these trees, hang a little swing off there. This thing should be pretty nice. Again, if you're newer here, make sure that you go back to basically episode 1. I'm documenting basically all the mistakes I've made of house flipping journey from the start to finish, from even just creating a business bank account, LLC. I didn't know any of that stuff. The whole entire hard money process, how to get the loan, how to get the draws, how much you get charged, what hard money looks like. I mean, I even have hard money lenders on here explaining it. So make sure you guys go back to the beginning and you'll get just a complete master's degree on flipping, and you'll have a huge added advantage compared to me just starting out. So more to come on this video. Isn't that thing looking amazing? You know, like, that's what I don't know if you guys really understand, if you haven't done many flips, is the feeling of transformation that like, you can remember what it was like walking in there when you first get in there, and like the sagging, wet, nasty ceilings, and like the smell of, you know, rodents and raccoons, to like 3 weeks later, it feels like you're walking into a brand new luxury listing. It's just truly remarkable, and it's like motivating as hell. So I want you guys to continue doing these projects. If you guys need help with like learning the hard money lending, you know, getting a hard money loan, you guys are more than welcome to reach out to Hard Money Joe. And especially if you're in Texas, he can totally help. If you're in other states, he's got connections to get you, you know, a referral to where you can leverage this hard money and start getting into some of these flips yourself. In fact, what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna talk to my contractor. I got our first draw. He did so much work in the first 2.5 weeks. We took out a draw. We have the budget's $78,500, so that's how much money we can, you know, draw out. We already are getting like $58,500. So I'm gonna hand him basically a $60,000 check of work that he's done, and he paid all of that out of his pocket. So that's the other added bonus of our relationship, is not only is, you know, I'm getting a better deal, and he really pulled some strings on this one, because all that extra stud, you know, the studs, the work, the outdoor, the roof, you name it, the electrical work and all that. He never added a penny to that budget. I know some of you said, well, that's because he built it in. No, like, maybe not. At the end of the day, I gotta trust, I gotta believe in it. But at the same time, what he did in 3 weeks, he floated floated that whole entire bill himself. So paying all those contracts, doing everything, he paid for it. So now I'm paying him back. So that's the other added bonus about our relationship, is that he's got the capital to be able to fund that. Even though it got a little skating and tight, I was able to now, reimburse him. So, and then by the end of this weekend, middle of next week, everything should be 100% done. I'll do the remainder of the $20,000, pay him. He's covered up, and then we can get that thing listed, hopefully sold. I don't even have a payment on that. Today's June 27th, my son's 12th birthday. Big Hank the Tank. Everybody give him a happy birthday. And then June 27th, I don't have my first payment on that till August 1st. So wouldn't that be amazing? Let's get this thing listed and sold before, I even have a payment. Obviously, that's just over 30 days out. I don't know if that'll happen, but we could get close. But we may have some longer days on market there too. I don't know. I'll talk to the agent. But now I'm going to actually talk to my contractor. We're going to go through a few things. You can hear our discussions, of what we need to do. And also I talked to him about the driveways. There's a couple things that I asked him about that we could do. And, that's kind of the options that we have, is like, can we do some concrete over the top, maybe some black top? Anyways, I talked to him, and you guys are going to hear that. Now I got to call my contractor because I got to pay him.
Come in, Mr. Jackson. Come in.
Bro, this flip, man.
What do you think, man?
It looks so good.
We're cleaning up.
It is super clean.
I'm actually trimming out the doors over here at the house. My cabinet guy had a car wreck yesterday. Told me about his truck.
That's what you told me. That sucks. Is he okay?
Yeah, he's okay. It's just that I didn't have rental on his truck deal. So.
Okay.
Yeah, he's using one of my trucks, but he's trimming out at my house, and he'll bring them in and install them tomorrow. All of them.
Okay, so all doors, trim, perfect.
Everything, bro.
I know it's cooking, and they're here hanging all the fans and everything. So I've got this check. You want me to leave it with one of your guys?
Nah, on your way back.
Where are you at?
I'm right in Baytown.
Oh, I can come to you then.
Yeah.
Where are you at? Your office?
Let's meet on Garth at 9:10.
Just text me a pin.
Cool.
And then I'm leaving the house right now. So it'll probably take me whatever, 15, 20 minutes.
But it looks good in there?
It looks amazing, man. I'm so pumped. And
wait till you see the paper gone, everything gone.
I know, I actually
all the doors back on the cabinents.
saw the
And
flooring. It looks good.
They're a little sticky still.
Yeah, we haven't touched anything, but yeah, the only other thing is just so little update. You know that house that sold for $280,000?
Yeah.
So I ended up, we contacted her. I was like, screw it, I'm gonna talk to her. Got a screw in the driveway. I don't want anybody getting a flat tire.
Uh-huh.
So she's like, she owns this area, been working here 32 years, like tons of listings around here. And she told me that house actually sold for more than $280,000, but it just didn't appraise.
What?
So anyways, I told her, I'm like, hey, hey, we'd love to, interview you and talk to you. Can you, and get some insight on what we need to do, especially the driveway and stuff. She said she would. She called me this morning and woke up with 102 fever. So she's at the doctor, but she's going to come probably this week or weekend and come and look at it. And then, yeah, I want to use her to sell this thing.
I agree.
So I'm going to kind of wait to hear from her on like what she says about the driveway.
Yeah, leave bro at 280 even, we'll make a killing.
I mean, I don't know if we'll get 280, but 260, I'm like, I'll do backflips over that. But hopefully, yeah, she can sell it for 280. That would be amazing. But we'll wait to hear from her. My thought is we'll probably still just build that wooden porch.
Yeah.
And then from there, we'll ask her, because I am noticing that a lot of the driveways here are jacked up. And the one that she sold, that's the first thing I looked at was the driveway, and it's all jacked up too.
Did you see that we filled the cracks with some dirt too?
I saw you filled the cracks with the dirt, but I'm wondering, yeah, that wooden porch on the side here will cover. If we go up tight to the brick, it's going to cover all that.
Yeah.
And then, have you ever seen, and I know you used to do concrete, maybe it's ludicrous, but like I was just watching YouTube videos. There's guys and companies that kind of come in and they do, like they'll go over the top of this concrete with some stuff.
You can't on this.
It's going to just chip and flake, won't it?
Possibly you can do asphalt, that's it.
Okay.
You can't go over the top of this. It's not legal, and the city will nail you on that, make you break it all out.
All right, I love it. I didn't know, because I'm like, there's so many videos where these guys do it and it turns out amazing, and then there's like companies who do it, and I was like, to me it doesn't seem like it would stick, like it would crack immediately.
Not immediately, but it will crack. And I think I know it's just a little layer, like an inch thick.
Yeah, and I mean,
but not for a driveway. A driveway, you do that, it's gonna crack. I promise, guaranteed.
I agree with you. You always like to do things right. So I guess I'm gonna talk to her first and foremost, and if she's like, no, all these driveways are nasty, it's no big deal, then we'll forget about it. Or if she's like, yeah, I would highly recommend it. But the one she sold for 280 or more than 280, that driveway's all jacked up too. I just drove by it.
Man, that's awesome, Jackson. That is, you're just making my day.
I know.
And when I get that check from you, you're gonna make my day even more.
I know. I'm gonna come bring it to you right now. So anyways, drop me a pin. And then as soon as I hear,
send you the address. It's at Shell Federal Credit Union right here on I-10.
Okay, cool. I'll meet you there. It'll probably take me like 20 minutes to get there.
It's literally right across the street from Buc-ee's.
Oh, okay. Well, we might go to Buc-ee's then.
Awesome. Meet you there.
Okay, let's do that.
All right.
All right, man. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Sorry, I'm picking up all these screws. I don't want nobody getting flat tires. That's the worst. It's one thing. I don't know if it's like that in your state. I'm from Idaho, and I think I got one flat tire in my life, or like hole in my tire. Here in Texas, I've had like probably 10 different plugs I have to put into my freaking tires because of all this. I think there's so much construction here, and like it's just constant here. So like I get PTSD from all these screws because it's so annoying, man. I'm always getting screws, and I just bought new shoes for the man van, and I don't want no screws in it. But anyways, can't wait to get that insight from the agent. Holy crap, you guys are gonna benefit from this too, you know, just hearing from somebody who's local and what she recommends doing. Things are looking up in this flipping game, and this is when it gets fun. This is the exciting times. And actually, the more that you do this stuff, the more you just continue to learn and learn and learn. And it actually, when things come up, you just start thinking a little bit differently outside the box. Like, oh, I'll just contact this person or call that person. And I think when you start out, you're just so overwhelmed that things hit you hard and you're like, oh my God, my life's over. But that's kind of what happens with the flipping game, is the callus that you build. That's why, you know, when you talk to these people who've done 20, 40, 80, 100, 300 flips, nothing seems that stressful to them, but that's also the ones documenting it. So they don't show the pain points, you know, and how to overcome that. But at the same time, I can kind of start to understand. And now I'm only doing 4. I'm no guru at all. I'm like still wet behind the ears, but slowly and surely you just kind of like, all right, I'm gonna contact this lady. I'm gonna learn from her, and oh, we'll figure out this driveway before we make a rational decision, and you know, those kind of things. So next is gonna be calling or trying to get this whole thing knocked down right here too. So I got a lot of updates on the other flips too. I got to do another video. You guys let me know if you guys want to see updates on that. So I know you guys do. Now I got to go meet my contractor and give him 60 G's, homie. All right, and I talked a lot about using hard money loans. I love them because I'm doing 3 flips right now, and I've only got to come up with, you know, the down payment. There's a lot of explanation in that, but it allowed me to do 3 at once instead of just 1, right? So you can really scale. Now, one of the unsexiest videos that I have on this YouTube channel is right here. This is where I talk to, actually it's not Hard Money Joe, it's another company, but he breaks down the entire budget, the process. It's just go watch this video if you want to learn more about hard money. This is a good video.